surprise. Welcome back to Ground Zero Salem. It's Pat. It's Saturday afternoon. This probably won't be uploaded till sometime during the week, I'm thinking. Short little update. Normally I'm not an unboxing guy. I'm not a metalhead box guy. I'm not a grab bag, random mystery box kind of dude. But Unspeakable Axe Records had a sale. They're a small enough label. They curate really good thrash and death metal stuff. A few other genres, crossover a little bit of grind. I'm familiar with a handful of their releases, and it seems like the guy who runs the label curates stuff that's really good for the most part. And they had a 25% off sale. I was ordering a couple of the new releases, which will be in here, that I'll be talking about. And I figured, why not? I'll roll the dice. I only have a handful of releases that they've done since 2013 when they started, but they're all really good. So why not? Rules are made to be broken. For instance, this Active Impalement I talked about last update. I'm sure I failed to mention in fine Ground Zero Salem form that this is an Unspeakable Axe release, also co-released with Dark Descent, who they're a subsidiary of. So here's the box. I already opened it. I had not unwrapped anything yet. A bunch of postcards, which always look cool. These postcards that get sent out from distros, labels and stuff. Always neat looking. This downstairs area is going to turn into a landfill for these things soon, though. They're kind of piling up. Packing material. Bubble wrap. Let's get into that bubble wraps. Okay. So some of this stuff I might be familiar with, some of it I might not. Some of this I might already own. From the handful of releases I have from Unspeakable Axe, but alright. Putresect. Scorched. Oh, Putresect and Scorched. Split. Scorched I'm familiar with. Ecliptic Butchery. Damn fine album. I don't know anything about Putresect. I'm familiar with the name. Judging by the indecipherable logo, it's death metal. But you got some plague masks there. Can't go wrong with those. Cool. Been curious about this. This is the Reformed Insanity. Insanity being a Bay Area, very extreme for their time, very brutal thrash metal band. Death After Death, one of their releases, is one of my favorite thrash records. Very fucking intense stuff. I was curious about this. Wanted to hear if it was as good as their early material. So this is definitely cool. Visions of the Apocalypse. This came out a few years ago. I remember when this dropped and it being kind of a big deal. It's a co-release from Unspeakable Axe and Dark Descent as well. Solanum. Know nothing about this. I think, actually, yes, I do. I listened to this when I was making this order. This is crossover, and it's really good crossover, too. It's pretty new. Just 4 songs. It's an EP. So that's cool. Morgan Grau, Blood Oracle. Another band that I know the name. I may have given them a quick listen when I was kind of combing through the releases. Damn, there was something really distinctive about this, and I can't remember what it was. So we'll give it a listen. Maybe I'll talk about it more at length once I've absorbed it a bit. Yes, Molder, right? Yes, Molder. Okay. The logo's a little tough there, but that's Molder. An Act of Revenge. I've been using cheaters lately. The, reading glasses, because my close range vision is starting to go. This band is, I think, pretty slimy, grimy, grody, old school death metal as far as I've read. But I haven't actually listened to them. This I already have. It is fucking fantastic thrash. This band's called Omnivore. I think this is self-titled. This is a great CD, so this will get VCLT'd to somebody. Fucking very cool. And then the main event, the two that I definitely knew I was getting. This is a new Critical Defiance, Misconception. Chilean thrash, kind of wiry, like early 80s thrash and speed metal, more so than stuff from the late 80s. I feel like, you know, the first album by all the big bands like Game Over or Killing Is My Business kind of stuff. Real fucking dirty sounding. Fucking really good from what I've heard. Parts of it reminded me of the first Carnivore, the self-titled too. You can't go wrong with pretty much any metal from Chile, from any subgenre. So, yeah, looking forward to ripping into this one. I've listened to it a bunch on streaming, and it's great. And finally, Laceration Remnants. I caught wind of this stuff getting re-released like a year or so ago on Facebook and social media. That this, I think they were actually Bay Area. They're definitely a California band, thrash band. I had one of their demos, and it was just some of the best, like, hard-hitting, bordering on death metal, brutal thrash kind of stuff I'd heard in forever. At that time, which was almost 10 years ago, I think, when that demo came out, it was like the only band that was doing that Exhorder, Demolition Hammer realm kind of thrash metal stuff. Yeah, it really blew me away. So I'm really fucking glad that this finally got released. Hopefully this band, you know, maybe record some new stuff, but we'll see. It has 2 demos and I think maybe a few extra tracks, but it's called Remnants. And it just came out on Unspeakable Axe. The Critical Defiance also just came out on Unspeakable Axe. So not a bad little haul here. Only one that I already previously had, which is nice to see. Looking forward to digging into this. I gotta look up what was so definitive about this Morgengrau to me. It's driving me nuts. I definitely remember this being really good crossover. Insanity, their first wave of materials, fantastic, and I already like Scorched, so you can't go wrong with anything with Scorched and Putresect. Hopefully they're just as good. So, cool. Thanks for watching. And everybody have a good whatever.